Jacinta Allan has become Victoria's 49th and second female Premier. The mother of two and Bendigo MP had to ward off a challenge from factional rival Ben Carroll, who later pledged allegiance to the Allan government as Deputy Premier.
For the first time ever, a female Victorian Governor greets the second female Victorian Premier.
See the Governor and the Premier-elect.
Jacinta Allan
I invite you to take your oath of office.
Taking the Premier's pledge.
I, Jacinta Marie Allan, swear by Almighty God that as Premier for the State of Victoria, I will at all times and in all things discharge the duties of my office according to law and to the best of my knowledge and ability without fear, favour or affection.
Earlier, there was a fear the loyal lieutenant to Daniel Andrews would face a challenge from right faction leader Ben Carroll.
Jacinta, are you confident you'll be the Premier at the end of the day?
There is a caucus process that we're working through, as I've said to you a few times.
All positions have been elected unopposed. The new Premier is Jacinta Allan, the Deputy Premier is Ben Carroll, and the new ministerial cabinet spot will be filled by Vicky Ward. Thank you.
The minister who departed, Daniel Andrews, the 48th Premier, left Parliament relieved.
I'm sad to go, but at the same time I know this is the right thing to do. It's time for someone else, and I couldn't be more happy that my colleagues have unanimously endorsed and chosen Jacinta Allan to be the 49th Premier.
Not as seamless as you'd like from it as well.
As the new Premier sought immediately to make her mark, asked first by Sky News if she'd changed the style of government to be more consultative and less centralised.
Give me a little bit of time in terms of coming back, in terms of signalling some of those policy changes that in turn will also potentially see some other machinery of government changes.
As it dawned on the emotional Premier, the historic nature of her ascendancy to the state's top job after Joan Kirner.
It's not lost on me that I am only the second woman to lead this state, and that is also comes with some emotion, but also I did hope I'd get through this without becoming emotional.
Now that Jacinta Allan has been sworn in as Victoria's 49th Premier, her first task will be to select key members of her cabinet. Factional tensions arising from the leadership challenge will no doubt play a part in the new ministry of the Allan government. The ministerial role of Deputy Ben Carroll, for instance, is not yet known after he sought and then backed down from the leadership.
These are matters for, obviously, our party, but I really wanted to make sure that with Jacinta as Premier and myself as Deputy Premier, we have the most strongest team. Let her make history again in 2026.
As their opponents, such as Liberal leader John Pesciuto, took aim over leadership aspirations of figures such as Tim Pallas and Ben Carroll.
That is a recipe for instability that the Victorian people simply don't need.
But it seems the Treasurer is staying put.
What about your future, sir?
My future is Treasurer, and I'll be producing a budget in about 9 months' time.
As Jacinta Allan begins her legacy as Premier. Simon Love, Sky News, Melbourne.